Okay, so today we are going to look at the distributive property. So remember, we did that on Monday, the 14th. So distributive property. So let's start with something a little bit different, try to figure out what's happening. So imagine you have a mailman and you have a house, okay? In the house you have, let's put 3 persons waiting for the mail. 1 plus 1, so I put a plus 1. So imagine it's an old-fashioned mailman. What he does is going to give each person their mail. He does not put in the mailbox. It's like that maybe sometimes in the countryside. So imagine it's X. He's going to do her mail here. So she has X now. He's going to give her mail. So she has X here. And to this one. Okay, so you understand? It's called a distribution. And when it's done, what the mailman does, he disappears. He's gone. Okay? So now, the X's are with this lady inside the house. So now let's try to put numbers to make sure that we know what happened. So let's say I have X, and here I have 2 people in the house, 3 plus 4. Now, today we just look at distributive property, okay? So it's all we do. We will do order of operation later on. So this one gets the letter, this one gets the letter. So I have 3x plus 4x equal 7x, okay? What's very important to remember, between my x and my parentheses, I have a multiplication. We already saw that many times, okay? So that's it, that's a distribution. So now let's look at some examples. Okay, so now I'm going to distribute 4, and inside the house I have x plus 2. Okay? Remember, between the 4 and my parentheses, the only operation I can hide is a multiplication. So I'm going to distribute 4 times x, 4x, plus 4 times 2, 8. Okay, so I distributed. So now, let's put it in an equation. Okay, so 2, we are going to put x plus 4 equal, so let's see, what can we put? Let's put 20, why not? So we are going to distribute. Before we distribute, we remember we have a multiplication here. That's the only operation we can hide. So 2x plus 2 times 4, 8 equal 20. So now we are back to our multi-step equation. So you take your finger. Remember, your answer has to be x equal x by itself. So you cannot touch the x. You can put either your thumb, you can put a piece of paper, whatever. So now what we are going to do, we have to kick out plus 8. We have to put the inverse, minus 8. What we do on one side, we do it on the other side. So 8 minus 8 makes a 0. 20 minus 8 is 12. I bring down my equal, I bring down my 2x. So 2x equal 12. Are we done? No. Now we have to remember, the only operation we can write, it's a multiplication. And what's the inverse of a multiplication? It's a division. What you do on one side, you do it on the other side. So 2 divided by 2 equal 1. So 1x equal 6 divided by 2, 6. Remember, I don't need the 1, so I put it in the cupboard. So your answer is x equals 6. Okay? And that's the end of the lesson.